So much to talk about for this particular crossing. We are, of course, at the Nelson Mandela Foundation's Nelson Mandela Center of Memory, which will be unveiling a public permanent exhibition that basically chronicles the life and times of Nelson Mandela. It will be unveiled by President Jacob Zuma later this evening, and it's quite an exhibition, I tell you that. There's the use of multimedia here. We have audio and visual displays. We have handwritten documents here by Nelson Mandela, and to my right, I can see some of the books that he had when he was incarcerated in various institutions. We have also the very office in which he ran the Nelson Mandela Foundation Trust when he retired or stepped down as president. So quite a lot to get through. That's why I asked you to be as brief as possible. With me today is someone who helped put together this exhibition. It's the senior archivist from the Nelson Mandela Foundation, Razia Saleh. Very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. I'd imagine this is the culmination of a lot of hard work and quite a lot of time spent. How long did you take putting this together?
It took us about 18 months to put this exhibition together because we wanted to get it just right, because the story of Mandela is told many times over, and we were looking for a unique aspect. It's also not a huge exhibition, so the space is quite compact, so we needed to tell like 95 years in very few words. And that's why it's a multimedia exhibition. We have a piece of the hut where Mandela was born in Umvezo. It's just a tiny fragment has survived, and it's on display here. We also have a replica of his cell on Robben Island, just to give people an idea of the dimensions in which he spent about 18 years of his life in. And in it we have original artifacts from the cell, letters that he received, desk calendar which he used as a diary where he noted information in. And then the culmination of the exhibition is, of course, Mandela's office, which he used from 2002 till 2010. So it's to give people a sense of the office, and visitors love to visit the office and to see where he spent some of his time.
I almost don't want to wash my hands because I touched the office there. So part of me is thinking, I'll never wash my hand again. It's something that's quite interesting that I found out the last time we were here, just chatting to Mandela's close friend and struggle icon, Ahmed Kathrada, was that Mandela had quite an obsession with hair gel back in the day, and he gave the warders in prison quite a tough time when the particular product was discontinued. What other new information like that can we receive? I mean, I saw some of the products that he used and some of his cologne. Anything else that will be quite rare to find here?
Well, we've displayed the set of towels and his lotion, and that he used in his personal bathroom that was attached to his office. We think that's quite a quirky little thing for the exhibition, which is unique. And then, of course, we have various. Mandela was born in a rural setting in the Eastern Cape in the early 20th century, so there wasn't photography as we have today, no digital cameras and cell phones and things like that. So there's actually no photograph of him as a baby, a toddler. So we have one of the earliest photographs of him, or it's the second earliest, 1938. It's on display in one of the panels. And then also, as there's no early photograph, there's no birth certificate, there's no clinic record. It's a rural setting in an oral tradition, not a recorded tradition. So we have one of the earliest documentations about Mandela, a membership card to the Methodist Church. It's on display here as well. And Mandela's mother had converted to Christianity, and Mandela went to Sunday school. So it's a membership card to the Sunday school. The earliest we have is 1929, so Mandela would have been about 11 years old.
So if anyone also wants to smell like Mandela, they can get the particular brand of cologne that he used here. Just in closing, why do you think it's important for South Africans to come here? What do you expect them to take out of this experience?
Well, we've tried to make this exhibition not only about the political man, we've tried to make him a human being, so people could get an idea of how he felt and things like that. So it's to understand Mandela and the context in which he operated in. So we have a panel on colonialism, on apartheid, on democracy, trying to cover the different aspects of Mandela. So we hope that people would see a holistic man, a human being, because people sometimes think of Mandela as infallible. But Mandela was a human being. He had his good sides, and he had faults as well, and Mandela was the first to acknowledge his faults.
So we'll leave it there for now. Thank you so much, Razia Saleh, the senior archivist here at the Nelson Mandela Foundation. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the significance of launching